My name is Brittany Canaday, and today I will be teaching an 11th grade contemporary studies, social studies lesson about World War II. So, as we start class today, I want you guys to just get out your journals, do a quick bell ringer, and answer two questions for me. So, what were the sides in World War II? The two sides that were fighting against each other. And what countries were involved on each side. So just take a minute or two and jot down some answers for me. Okay, so what are a few of the answers that you guys came up with? You could have said the Axis side or the Ally side. Some answers could have been Germany or France or the United States. So any of those are really good answers. So we are going to be doing some projects today, and we're going to start them today and work on them until tomorrow. So I want 3 to 4 students per group. And the method we will be using is the jigsaw method found on page 264 in Teaching Reading and Social Studies, Science, and Math by Laura Robb. So this book right here. And each group will get one country that was fighting in the war. We will have 6 groups all together. So what you guys are going to do is you are each going to take your own country. You're going to do the research for it, and you will be filling out the 5 W's worksheet that I will be giving you. And then we are going to come back as a whole group in a day or two, and you guys are going to present to each other, and we're going to be able to piece the war together that way. So it becomes one big picture by all the little countries. So for this project, you must use your textbook, and you have to have at least one outside source. So I do have a few websites here for you. One is worldwar2.info, and then it comes up with a lot of information, or you can use Google, whatever sources that you would like. Just make sure that everything that you do has to be cited, since it is a project. So when we present these, you will present by sides. So you'll have the Axis side, and all countries on the Axis side will present. And then you'll have the Ally side, so all countries on the Ally side will present. And hopefully this will help you guys gain a better understanding of the war as a whole, since you will know kind of what's going on in your country to make the war happen. So I will be giving you the 5 W's worksheet, which is found on page 163 in the same textbook as the jigsaw method. So to use the 5 W's, it has the different boxes. So in the middle you have the who. So that will be who is the leader of your country. So like your country, say it's Germany. So you'll put the leader, and it's Hitler. So that will be your who. The what will be like the actions that the country or that Hitler in particular had on the war. So like what was major that he did or that Germany did, like they pretty much started the war, so you would talk about that. So you do where, so like any major battles, any turning points in the war, maybe when your country joined the war, like where their first battle was at, things like that. So then you go down to the when. So when did the country join? If they were not one of the first countries involved in the battles, when did they come in? Or where, like when were the major battles? When did it end? When did your country, lose? When did they go bankrupt? When did they decide that they didn't want to fight anymore? So that is just like a lot of dates that is important in the war. And then you have your why. So this should be your biggest box to fill up. So it should be, why did your country join the war? Why did they finally end the war? What were your country's motives, pretty much? Everyone has a reason why they do something. So what was your country or your person's reason for why everything happened? So when it's filled up, you should have your Germany, Italy, Japan, whichever one you have. Then you will have your actions, your battles or turning points, major battles, when did they join, and their reasons for joining and the why. So it should be all filled up. I'm going to give you guys about 30 minutes to work on it today. And then we can come back and we can kind of discuss to make sure you guys are on the right track, to make sure that you can start creating your presentations tomorrow after you finish working on your 5 W's. So take just a few minutes, get everything figured out in your groups, work on this, and we'll meet back here and discuss it in a little bit. Okay, so as your exit ticket today, I will be collecting your 5 W's web. So hopefully you guys have a good bit of it completed. I will just be going over these today to make sure that you guys are on the right track. I will be giving them back tomorrow so that you can work on your presentation, but I just want to make sure that you guys are understanding kind of where your country's coming from, and that you're really digging deep into your research. So if you can hand those in, and we will be working on this again tomorrow. So you guys have a great day.